first of all, what's your obsession with selenagomez?
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I scrolled down there.
That's crazy. I haven't had that question in a long time. I was not expecting that. All right. I think she was like my childhood crush when I was like 6. And she's actually from my hometown.
Yes,
She's
yes.
from Grand Prairie. So it just kind of made a little personal connection there. Not so much anymore, but that's crazy that you bring that up. That's funny.
Do you think one day when you fill up the stadium, the Dallas stadium, she's gonna show up and see the first row?
Oh, that would actually be fucking tight. I mean, I would invite her one of these days to come to a fight. That'd be amazing. Because I've looked up to her from as a kid, watching someone else from my city, make it big, watch her on Disney and all that stuff. And, her songs are like her songs too. So, I mean, it'd be an honor for her to sit ringside.
You just faced him off.
Yeah.
What did you see in his eyes?
I mean, I'm not going to lie to you and say, I saw this and that. I just see someone just looking at me, I don't see anything. I just see, okay, we're at work. I got to do this. Let me just look at him. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Would
Yeah.
you like to know what he saw?
What?
He said you were afraid.
Really?
He saw, like, you were scared.
I mean, that's cool, I guess. But I'm just doing my job, I guess.
It'll be a great one that you'll see from the Michelob Ultra Arena in Las Vegas. Again, thanks to everybody for coming.
Going back to your sparring, you had 50 rounds. You know each other pretty well. What was your impression of the sparring with him?
We had good sparrings. They were very competitive. They were. I mean, that's pretty much it. We were very competitive. Of course, we want to do good in sparring, so we try. And but other than that, he's a tough fighter.
I'm just trying to start something. So what he said was, it's gonna be out there. What he said was that you couldn't figure him out. Is that true, from your side? Yet your perspective, your side.
No.
What do you say?
I'm not gonna give him any fire. I'm not gonna add any fire to the flames. I know how the sparrings went. I could say some stuff, but I'm not gonna say anything.
You choose not to.
This is gonna be a good fight. I sparred this guy before. He's a very tough opponent, and we're not. This is probably the fight that I feel like I'm taking the most seriously.
You plan on going the full 12 rounds if necessary? You have yet to.
We always have to plan for it, because I mean it can happen. Not everyone's gonna. I'm not gonna be able to stop everybody. I mean I wish I could, but reality is there's probably gonna be a few guys I'm not gonna be able to get out of there, and this guy is most likely gonna be that guy. But nevertheless, we're gonna train as hard as I can for. That's just how I am.
The Ukrainian style. Talk about that.
I mean, I wouldn't say he has the typical Ukrainian style because you got Lomachenko who does like a lot of angles, and you got is Derevyanchenko Ukrainian? No, he's not. Is it? Usyk. Usyk is he's a heavyweight, and you don't see many heavyweights who look like him. Serhii doesn't fight like that. He's I would even say more. I hate saying it, but Mexican style. You know what I mean? People like to say Mexican style or whatever, but that's how he fights. So
you're fighting for WBC belt.
Yeah, that's exciting right there. So I mean that's what we're here for. We got a tough fight ahead of us, and we get through this one, we get a lot of doors open, more opportunities. So that's a good thing about it.
I'm sure as a kid, everybody imagined themselves wearing that green belt. Do you have any memories like that?
Yeah, I mean, so I've taken a lot of pictures with a lot of fighters growing up. I think Jesus Soto Caras had a belt. I don't know which one it was, but I did take a picture with it. I got to hold it actually, so it was pretty tight. But seeing things like that and me being in the same position, it's very it's very humbling, and I'm excited to be here in this position.
Sparred with Bohachuk back in the day?
Yeah.
How much sparring have you guys done?
We've done a few sparrings. I should have mentioned it in the press conference, but when I was getting ready for the Mean Machine fight back in 2021, he was my sparring partner actually for the first half of the camp, and he really helped me out. And of course, when I was at Manny's, we were also sparring a lot. And he's a really good fighter. You know, he definitely helps you get ready. Now we're getting ready for him.
Anything surprised you in sparring with Serhii?
I mean, I wouldn't say surprised. You know, I'm not surprised by anyone. No, but he's a good fighter. So
What makes you say that?
he's just a good fighter. I mean, nothing surprising. You know, it's hard to surprise me. You know, I've sparred. I had 170 amateur fights. You know, I've sparred, been in a ring with people all around the world. You know, but he's a great fighter.
Something specific he does better, like he does best than some other things? Maybe something that you paid attention a little bit more? Something you noticed about him that he...
Man doesn't get tired. You don't get tired.
As for the little cut on the bridge of your nose, is that a concern at all? Is that it looks a little fresh? Like
it looks fresh because I just took a shower when I got here, but it's dry.
so you'll be ready for August 10th.
How many rounds would you say average?
Like 50.
50 rounds?
Yeah, 50 rounds.
Do you think, knowing what he has in him, you think this is fight of the year written all over him?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Is this the kind of test you've been waiting for too?
I've been waiting for a fight like this, man, and I just been waiting for that opportunity, you know. And you know, we had some setbacks, but I feel like I'm better than ever now, and this is the perfect fight to showcase.
I have Serhii, I would like to ask you, what brought you to boxing?
I think I just like to fight. And it's just you know, watching other people fight. Because my dad took me to the gym when I was 5 years old. I saw these kids fighting, and I'm like, I want to do that. You know, it looks fun, you know. You know, in the street you get in trouble for fighting, but here, you know, you can do it, and it's a good thing. So I was like, oh, you know, I want to fight, and you know, ever since then I just stayed in it.
Or with ryangarcia, any thoughts on that?
I really don't have anything to say about it. You know, it's all one-sided, as you can see. I don't know what's going on over there. I just, like I said before, I hope he gets. I think he took offense when I said you need to get help. I mean, maybe I threw a little jab out there, but it's the fucking truth.
You showed real concern for him.
I did, but I'm gonna be honest. I kind of don't care anymore. I don't care anymore.
Vergil, talk about the new contract. Why you resign with Golden Boys?
The Golden Boys been treating me the best. You know, they why fix what's not broken. You know what I mean? So I feel good here. You know, we feel great. Everything's going well. So why do we gotta change it?
You invited car Vergil, or what do you invite with your money?
Nothing, man. Nothing. I mean, maybe I'm gonna pay my house off. You know, just good. Feel good about it. You know, but nothing.
Hey, after the fight fell through with timtszyu, did you guys ever make any kind of like handshake agreement that you guys run it at one point?
No, I don't talk to him at all, really. Whatever you saw on Twitter, X, whatever you want to fucking call it now, that's all I've ever spoken to him.
Ennis is like the prequel to what's going to happen with you guys. Are you going to keep an eye on Ennis? I know he's at 147, I believe, but are you going to keep an eye on him? I know that's the fight that the fans have always mentioned, you and Ennis.
Yeah, so I mean, he's definitely someone to look out for. Like I said in the past, like if you can think about it as like a sonar radar, like you know how you got that thing going around and you got the dots. The closer they are to you. Well, he's still on it. He's just more on the outside right now. I got people in this division I got to worry about.
Crawford's the newest one as well, August 3rd. You're gonna watch that, and what do you expect?
Oh, yeah, I'll be watching for sure. No, Crawford's gonna win. He's gonna win, you know, and it's really, people might find it disrespectful, but he's not. Madrimov's not gonna beat him.
Yeah.
Crawford's he's that guy right now.
Madrimov's an Olympian. He's had
He's good.
a real great amateur career.
He's good.
You don't think he stands a chance at all?
He stands a chance, but Crawford's gonna beat him. He's gonna beat him.
Is there anything that people don't know about you, and when they find out, they're going to be very surprised?
Nothing I haven't been saying already. Maybe people don't believe it, but you know, I'm the best at 154. You're gonna see it in these next coming fights. Not even just this one, but the next ones when I start beating everyone. No, I feel like I'm an open book.
Like Ellie already got everything about you, right?
Spence kind of quartered it at 147. They moved on to 154. You're right there front and center.
Yeah, and I've been saying it, you know, like I'll fight. I knew the Spence fight was going to happen at 154. If it does happen, you know, I think he has someone else to go through first. But the Crawford fight, you know, I was hoping for 147, but 154 is looking like it.
You think those fights are realistic for you, Spence and Crawford?
Hell yeah.
You think they could happen by next year?
Yeah.
What now? August 3, you're supposed to fight timtszyu. Big card, big opponent, but now you're headlining your own card against a still strong opponent. Just curious what you make of just the entire switcheroo with everything.
I mean, I honestly figured that it was going to happen because that cut was bad. You know, it was really bad. Unfortunate that it happened, but it happened, and it was always in the back of my mind that something could happen. It could be postponed, or I'll just have to fight someone else, and that's what happened. So, I mean, we're just ready for whatever. We're always ready for
Do you
whatever.
feel it's a little bit of a lost opportunity, though, because
No.
that was such a big card? The August 3 show?
No. You know, hopefully everything goes good this fight. We can still run it back.
Hey, victory here. You're obviously a world champion. How much longer till we possibly see you headline at Cowboy Stadium? I know the first time I spoke with you, you were debuting there. You were excited about it. Now we're here.
Yeah. I think the fight that makes that happen is the Spence fight. You know, he has to get through Fundora first. If they do end up fighting, because I know that's like not. I don't even know if that's official or anything. That's just what I've been hearing. But if he gets through Fundora and he's healthy, we can run it at the Cowboy Stadium.
You feel conditioning will be a factor in this fight? You mentioned he don't get tired, and of course the Ukrainian style, they don't give up. They keep moving forward.
Of course, yeah. I mean, the conditioning is for every fight. You know, you can't if you get tired in like the first half of the fight or the second half. You know, I mean, it's you gotta have conditioning. You gotta have conditioning.
Spence Fundora, who wins?
That's hard. That's a really hard fight to call, man. I mean, Fundora, he just came off a big win off of timtszyu. If you're asking me who I hope wins, I hope Spence wins so we can make the fight happen, so I can fight him. You know what I mean? But as far as anything else, I kind of don't care. But I just want my opportunity, you know. But I mean, if Fundora wins, then fuck it, we can run it too. No.
Dude, we haven't seen Crawford at 154, but considering he's pound for pound the #1 guy in the sport, does he automatically become the guy at 54 too, or do you think he needs to beat a few guys before he gets that credit?
I don't think that there's many guys better than him at 154. Crawford's already a big guy. I mean, if you've seen him in person, you know, he's not a small guy like people make him out to be. He's a pretty big guy. So I think he fills in at 154 pretty well. And of course, you'd have to give him a few fights to really say if he's the guy. But I think he's the guy that I want to fight the most. So.
Do you think an all-Texas showdown against Charlo?
I would love that.
Back to 54?
I would love that. I don't know if he comes back to 154. I don't know what's going on there. I haven't heard anything about him, so it's. But as far as speculation, I would love that fight also. Yeah.
What was your first pay for your first pro fight?
My first pay?
Yeah.
Like amount of money?
Yeah.
It was like. It was a few thousand, I think. It wasn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
It was like 3, 4, I think.
The reason I'm asking you, would you like to know what his pay was?
I'm sure it wasn't anything.
$70.
Wow.
$70.
Yeah. And see, I admire that. You know what I mean? Because he really came from nothing. You know, and that's something to be proud of. You know, to make it from there all the way up here. He has an interim belt. You know, that's something to be proud of. And I didn't know that he was in Ukraine when the war had started. See, that's crazy. You know, wish him and his family nothing but the best. You know, wish to stay safe and all that.
And don't miss the fight, August 10th.